Know what I'm saying? Yo, so you know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Do I say know what I'm saying a lot? Are you the freaking know what I'm saying police? Do you work for the correct department of know what I'm sayings? You know what I'm saying?
I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water.
It's not an easy skill to learn. I've been practicing it for many years.
Hey, yo, what up? Zach's Corner Podcast 22. It's your boy, Big Uncle Zach in the spot. What's crap-a-lappin'? I don't even know what that means, but oh shit. Tomorrow, it is, right now I'm recording this, it's Tuesday night. Tomorrow I leave for Japan tomorrow morning, so me and JM we scooped up the rental today. We got to drive down to, we got to drive to DC, flying out of DC, and we're going to fly from DC straight through to Japan, which is 13 hours and 55 minutes. So that's like 2, 4, 6, 8. That's a lot of movies. Holy shit, that's going to be crazy. I'm excited, nervous, sad, pumped, and, stoked, and also like, just the whole anxiety of the flight, and also, like I said, I've mentioned this in the last couple podcasts, but, I really miss my family when I leave. I miss my wife and my 2 little dogs, and they miss me a lot too. And it sucks leaving, and it sucks being away, but, this is something that I think it's like a milestone for my career and for Grace's career and for JM's and for 10th Planet and the whole 9. Like we get to be a part of this. It's pretty epic. I wish I was able to take them along, and they were able to take off work and stuff. I wish the whole school was going. But, not everybody can go. The flights are really expensive. So it's just crazy. I just can't believe it. I'm just very thankful and very excited to be a part of the whole thing. So, we leave tomorrow. It literally takes us a whole day. We leave tomorrow at 12:30 from Dulles, Washington, D.C. airport. Virginia, I think it's in Virginia, but they say it's in D.C. It's like when they say they're like the Philadelphia Open in Pottsville, Pennsylvania. It's the Pittsburgh Open in some other place that's not Pittsburgh. I don't get that. Why do they always do that? Like if it's in Jersey, call it the New Jersey Open. It could be in anywhere in New Jersey. If it's in Philadelphia, it's the Philadelphia Open. If it's in any other place that is called something different that's not Philadelphia, then it's not the Philadelphia Open. It's the Pottstown Open. I mean, I get it. You're saving space and you want to go to high school and like a small town, make everybody drive out there. But, don't call it that, okay? Call it something different. Call it what it is. Like Naga calls it the Worlds, but Naga calls it the Worlds, and it's in New Jersey. And it used to be in Bayonne High School. But I guess back in the day, there weren't that many people doing jiu-jitsu. So maybe it was the Naga Worlds. Like it wasn't IBJJF, but still pretty cool. And I just want to mention right now that my dogs, who I am going to miss dearly, are both laying on the couch, and they look so cute right now. I just want to go over and hug them. Little Merlot and Ziggy, they miss me when I'm gone, because I hang out with them a lot during the day, and I take care of them, and I take them to a lot of appointments and stuff. So, they know that I'm their papa, and when I'm gone, it sucks. But you know what? Gabe is going to come over the days that my wife works a lot. He's going to make sure they're okay, walk them, the whole 9. So they'll be okay. They just get sad. And then when I come back, I'm there. I leave on tomorrow at 12:30, and I don't get there till Thursday at 2:30, which makes no sense to me. But I did find out, me and my wife checked it out. If you're looking to figure out if this comes out before then, cool. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. My brother's got a busy schedule, but if this does come out before Sunday, which it might, it starts at 2 a.m. Sunday morning. So Saturday night, midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and that's when it starts. So my dog is barking like a madman in the background. That's Merlot. If you don't know who that is. I don't know what she's barking at, but she's probably just protecting the house, which is cool. But so it starts at 2 a.m. Sunday morning. And then Saturday night, though, so if you're just super into jiu-jitsu, you could just turn on Kasai. Probably starts at 5 or 6. Or you can go support the boy, John Thor Blank, who's going to be competing in it. So we have 2 students that are some of the highest level students you could possibly have. Like Thor, is my and Jam's first ever black belt. And you got Grace, who's only a blue belt. Now, I don't want to break too much news, but eventually we're going to give her a purple belt. I mean, you guys, I'm sure, could have figured it. People, I posted up on my Instagram, some people on Twitter, or not Twitter, I don't even look at Twitter, to be honest with you. I have no idea how Twitter works, but, I mean, I know how it works, but I just don't get it. Like, a lot of people use Twitter a lot. I'm not on there very often, to be honest with you. I used to just share shit to it, but then somehow my Instagram got logged out, and now I can't log back into Twitter, so I got to figure that the fuck out. I don't get why that doesn't work, but I'll figure it out. But I have been doing a good job, I feel like, with the Instagram posts and putting the videos on there and stuff, the IGs, the finishers _sub only, that one, and the 10th Planet Bethlehem one, and mine. I'm just trying to keep up with it. I don't know why I brought that up. Oh, because Instagram, I used to just share right to Twitter and then never look at it. But now I don't know. I don't know what's going on Twitter. My Twitters have hit the abyss. I used to be on it way more back in the day. I don't know why. Maybe because I was stuck at work and I really didn't have anything to do. Now I don't really have time to search through social media a lot. Like, Quentin is back. He had like ear surgery. And now he's back on doing our Finishers TV site and just filming mad shit at the school and posting stuff up. And he's killing it. So it's like we have our own little team of people just putting stuff up. Like Ross, obviously, Ross the boss, constantly killing it. Got my brother working for us. I got, Laura's writing articles. She's competing in tournaments. We got 2 really good students. I don't even know. I'm just rambling. I guess I'm kind of losing it. Today was kind of a crazy day. I was all over the place just trying to make heads or tails. Plus, trying to get all the girls together for the Finishers tournament. Keeping an eye. I've been, keeping an eye on my jiu-jitsu, seeing what I'm doing, taking an eye on everybody else's because I'm in charge of, a lot of people's jiu-jitsu, like you're in charge of your own stuff, but like I'm also, me and JM and Gabe and Thor who teach the class and the other guys, Dev and Quinn and, Andrew and all the guys, Sid, all the people, artists that help out at the school. We're like basically molding all the people coming up. Like we're the ones rolling with them. We're the ones teaching them, so it's like, you're in charge of your own shit, but then if you're running a school, you're also in charge of other people's shit too. Not in charge of it, but like what I teach in class, if we're drilling certain things all the time, that's what we're going to work, whatever I'm teaching, whatever JM's teaching. A lot of times we're on the same page, wherever Gabe is teaching, and we're just trying to blend it all together. And like the little mixture, what we have going right now is really working for us. So I just want to keep it going. I want to be like, you remember that Eminem song? When you mix it up in the pot, put a little big L on top, and what the fuck do you got? Remember that one? I should probably stop cursing on this podcast because hopefully, I don't know if kids listen to it or not, but I don't think they do. I think it's just regular adults, but it's just saying the F word is not too bad. Sometimes I just got to say it. Let's see what else is going down. So we got leaving for Japan. So I'm excited for that. Oh, and one of the reasons why I wanted to just sneak this one in real quick is because over the next 2 weeks, I'm not going to have much time to record a podcast. I'm going to try when I get back from Japan and try to get one in real quick before I'm going to try to get one in right when I get back from Japan, but I don't know how many days I'm going to be home. And then, like I said, I'm going to Boston, teaching a seminar at the Fuji Gym. So if you're in the Boston, Wakefield area, come through the Fuji Gym. I think it's April 12th. And it's like $75. Just jump on my Instagram at Zach Maslany. You can actually register on the link in my bio. So if you go there, got a little link tree thing. You can click on a bunch of different stuff. It's got promo codes up there. It's got different ways you can save on shit. I'm trying to give back to the people. That's what I'm trying to do. So, but I'm going to try to get the podcast in again if I can. Maybe have JM on so we can talk about our experience. But if I can't, I'll do it when I get back. So that's the thing. I want to try to stay as consistent as possible, but I'm making moves out here. I'm trying to, as Chris D'Elia says, back up the Brinks truck and trying to make this cash while I still can, and then get out the game unscathed. Like Tony Ayo said, I'm gonna make $1 million and then vanish in thin air. That's what I want to do. Poof, vamoose, son of a bitch. You know what I'm talking about? So, as you guys can tell, I'm super hype. I had 2 coffees today too. And so yeah, Fuji, I covered that. I wanted to get this one in because I had such a crazy experience. If you listen to the last podcast that's out right now, it's an interview that I did with Joey Hawes. It's not even any interview. We just sat here and shot the shit here in the old Finishers Enterprises War Room. And we were just, talking about positivity. Like if you listen to the podcast, Joey's been, going to Tony Robbins stuff, doing the Wim Hof stuff, brown belt under John Jock, all-time beast. I love Joey and, met him and Eric. Like the whole story's on there. So listen to that podcast. But he came and he did the Wim Hof seminar at the school. And I think there was about 20 people there, 15, something like that. And I know a lot of people said they were coming. They didn't make it. Maybe they had to work or just took off, whatever. And then, you know what? I wanted to take off. And I know my wife wasn't really too enthused about doing the ice bath, but she really wanted to do the breathing techniques. And I know a couple people kind of like, you had to get up and like get yourself down there to like, no, you're going to go down and do an ice bath. Like it's like you're showing up to a fight. Like, you're showing up and you're like, dang, I got to go in and get this done. And then we did like a bunch of breath work in the beginning. Joey did a talked about Wim Hof. If you're not sure about Wim Hof, search WIM space HOF Wim Hof on YouTube, Vice documentary, The Iceman, and search that piece out and then watch that. It's really cool. What happens in that is Wim can do some insane shit. He holds a bunch of world records, and one of his things is like extreme cold therapy. And there were some people there that were like yogis. Joey did a whole thing in the beginning, talked about the breathing techniques and all that stuff and what we're going to go through and like the different things that Wim Hof has done. Like I said, watch the documentary on Vice and get the update on like what he's really about, and like I said, cold immersion therapy, a lot of people do the cryo labs. Shout out to Dan over at Igloo Cryotherapy. He got the cryo lab going out here. The first time I ever tried cryotherapy, I was in California. It was after I did an MMA fight. It was my first fight back, and I fought Sergio Da Silva. He's been in the news for a bunch of stuff lately. He kicked the shit out of my legs. That dude hits hard. And it was a great match. I had him in a triangle. I should have finished it. He had me in an armbar at the end. He probably should have finished that. We went to war for 3 rounds, and that was the first time I ever did 3-5s. I either won before it was 3 rounds or I lost before. And it was a long time since I fought. So my leg was really beat up. And Eddie Bravo told me check out the, when I was in California, I could barely walk. I couldn't train when we were out there for one of the EBIs. It really sucked. And he was like, hey, check out cryotherapy. That might help. And I did. And it didn't cure my leg because it was a deep bruise, but it helped a lot. And I ended up going back twice. And I actually have some free cryo sessions over there, over at the one in Beverly Hills, I think it was. I can't remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the one in Beverly Hills. That one is like it's a full cryo tank. And Dan's at the Igloo is the one with your head is out. Either one, they're both cold as shit. I think it's like negative 1,000,000 degrees. When you get in there, your body feels like you're going to die. You think, like your body thinks it's going to die, it's going to freeze to death. But in your mind, it's not going to. So some of the breathing techniques we learned really helped with the cold therapy. It really helps with inflammation. A lot of people talk about this. Inflammation causes disease, causes other problems, causes pain, and nobody likes that, right? So cold immersion therapy. But even before the ice bath, and I think, like my wife said, like she thinks the breathing techniques were even crazier to learn than the ice bath. Anyone could do an ice bath, but the breathing techniques really helped. But it was cool. But I can't even explain the experience that we had with the breathing techniques, right? We all kind of chanted together with the breathing. And a good way I can explain it is he taught us, and I could never do this before, he taught us how to breathe from our stomach into your chest, also into your sides, like your ribs, and also breathe into your back. And at first I couldn't do it, but I had to get my mind to control my different parts of my body. And it was an interesting experiment to do. Like to be able to get my stomach to expand like it was a balloon, and my sides like it was like I was blowing up my body, like I was blowing through a straw, and I was blowing my whole body up. It was pretty cool feeling. Then once I figured it out, I got like really like almost lightheaded, like almost stoned, like I just smoked a joint by myself, you know, to the head, as the kids say. So, and I felt like really like, whoa, but it wasn't like like I was scared or anything like that. It just felt like a really rush of a good feeling came over me. It was pretty crazy. So then we did another one. We actually did the Wim Hof method. And Wim has learned from, you know, all types of different yogis and the studies he's done. He's come up with his own method. And what you do is you do about 30 to 40 hard breaths in, in and out like that, right? And you do that. My dogs are looking at me like I'm crazy. But you do that like 40 times, and then you hold your breath. Or you breathe 70% out and hold your breath. The first, and I'm pretty sure that's the gist of it, but I was able to hold my breath 3 times after the 40 breaths. 3 times I was able to hold my breath for 2 minutes, and then 1 time I was able to do it for 2.5 minutes. And that's pretty insane since I suck at holding my breath. I suck at swimming, and that's been one of my problems swimming. Is I can't control my breath. Even though I can control my breath pretty solid when I'm doing jiu-jitsu, really hard to do when I'm swimming, because I'm not the greatest swimmer and I don't have a good rhythm and all that stuff, and I end up messing it up. So, but wow, did I feel crazy after that. Some people's hands were like clamming up, like my eyes were tearing up, like I felt pretty emotional for some reason. I don't know why. And then I also started to feel really hot. My head was sweating. So I don't know, like a lot of other people, like I like to have my wife on so she can talk about it too. So I'll probably, you know, I'll try to get her on to eventually talk about it. We want to go to another one. Like Joey killed it, and that was just the breathing stuff. And like doing that for meditation and stuff is something that I definitely want to get into. You can never be too busy to get a 20 minutes in or something. Like I think I'm going to get one of those apps because I am an idiot and I am too busy. And I want to get one of those apps that just helps me kind of, you know, meditate, whether I can put it on my headphones. Actually, you know what? I'm downloading that shit right now. I think Headspace is a really good one. That's one that I tried back in the day. I'm going to search it right now on my cellular and get that, and then start doing some of the Headspace developer, Bright Mind Guided Meditation. Oh, I guess they changed it. Stress relief, Bright Mind Guided Meditation. Or what happened to Headspace? What the frick happened to Headspace? Did they get rid of it? That's bullshit. Headspace, meditation and sleep. Oh, no, here it is. See, dude, they were trying to trick me. And I think this is, it's an editor's choice app. Holy shit. So I did have this back in the day, but I never really took advantage of it. Now I'm going to take advantage of it, especially with this 14-hour trip to Japan. I feel like I'm going to do some meditation practices just on my own, in my own head, just while I'm sitting there to try to calm my anxiety a little bit, as opposed to taking like, 3,000 things of melatonin, or I don't like that. I don't want to take any weird drugs, and because it's like a long flight and I don't feel like freaking out or doing anything stupid. All right, so I downloaded Headspace. I downloaded Navit time, so it's a Japanese thing. So we fly direct into Haneda, and then we have to figure out the train station 2.5 hours to where we're gonna stay. So I'm not even sure. It's the night before I'm leaving. Not even sure exactly where I'm staying yet, but that's kind of our steez. We'll figure it out. We're either gonna stay with some people or I'm gonna rent this hotel. But if I have to rent the hotel, it's gonna cost another $600. So then that's the Brinks truck is going in the other way on that one. They're not dropping off bags in this situation. We're losing out. But you know what? It's worth it. I'll pay whatever we got to. We'll make the money back. And it's just money. And this is investing in our future here, going with Grace. So I just want to say shout out to Grace's sponsors. We got some Grace Gundrum t-shirts. I'll post them up on my Instagram then. But let me find that real quick here. Dang, and then John's in Kasai. Can you believe this? Stores in Kasai. I know I'm jumping. I'm all over the place today, guys. I'm all over the place. But yeah, John's in Kasai on Saturday. Stepping up again, last minute notice, and jumping into 205s. He's nuts, and he's going to kill it. But he might get some he's going to get some beast. Why can I not find this? He could go against Craig Jones. He could go against, that's going to be on, that is on Flow Grappling. What was I even looking for? I have no idea. Oh, Grace's sponsors for the Japan trip. I know I'm jumping all over. Then I'll get back to the ice path too. The ice baths while I'm looking for this. The ice baths were pretty easy, to be honest with you. I was hyping myself up hardcore. Like, I hate ice baths, but I was just firing myself up like, let's go. Let's go. Everybody was all jumping. People were like jumping up and down. It was like if you didn't see it on my Instagram, it's like a little white thing. Oh, here it is. God dang. It's like a little white thing that he brings with him. And, everybody did it. And he said it was the first seminar that everybody did 2 minutes. My wife did 2 minutes. JM did 2 minutes. Bryant did 2 minutes. L. They were just, everybody killed it. Danny, Gabe, and he hates the cold. Hillary, JM's girlfriend, did it. So, here we go. Shout out to Grace, the sponsors for this trip. Armbar Club. You can find all these people. Just search them on Instagram. And if you don't have Instagram, get with the times, people. Rubber Guard Assassins. Shout out to them. Helping us out big time. Lanky Fight Gear. Obviously, Finishers TV. Anthony Febo. TJ Febo. Febo Renovations and Remodeling. Home renovation. So if you live in our area over here and you're trying to get your home remodeled, right, hit me up and I'll hook you up with TJ. He's been helping us out, for a while, man, and want to get him back in training too, full time. So we need him. We need you at the spot. Know what I'm saying? Yo, so you know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Do I say know what I'm saying a lot? Are you the freaking know what I'm saying police? Do you work for the correct department of know what I'm sayings? You know what I'm saying? Oh, and then also shout out to Bryce over at Sharkface Apparel for making these shirts for us last minute notice. So, and I want to give some away. So, I don't know. I'll think of like some type of contest and we'll give a few away. But for now, you'll see them probably. I'll post them up on my Instagram. If you're interested in getting a t-shirt, maybe hit me up and we'll just make like one more batch. Just slide into the DMs or something. I don't think I'm going to put them up on the website for order. These are super special edition. And the artwork on the front is Grace as a samurai, the silent assassin, Grace Gundrum, his artwork. Check him out on Instagram, Anji84. He makes a bunch of cool stuff. He made this one, Grace Gundrum, the silent assassin. And hey, she's going to face... They're going against Team Deep Jewel. I have no idea. These girls look like MMA fighters. Some of them are blue belts in the gi, but I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what's going to happen, right? Is Grace going to go out there? Yes. Is she going to do good? Yes. Can she tap some people out? Yes. Will she beat everybody? Hopefully. If she loses, will it be against a bigger person? Yes. Is she probably the smallest person? Yes. Is she the youngest one? I'm not sure. You guys like that? Yo, I listen to Chris Dealy's podcast. He does that shit all the time. It cracks me up. And, so that was a little ode to that podcast right there. But I think that's pretty much my, what I just said was true, though. Grace will, if she loses, it's going to be to someone bigger than her, like anyone smaller than her. I think she's going to be able to wrap up pretty solid. So, but we'll see what happens. That's why they play the games, as they say. So I think I'm going to have to drop it like it's hot right now because I got so much shit to do and it's already 6 o'clock. I got to teach class at 7. I need to get a new phone case because I broke mine and I can't travel to Japan with no phone kit, with my phone case all messed up. So that would totally suck. So I'm going to hit up Best Buy real quick. I'm going to swing through and go from there. So I'm really excited. Thank you guys for all your support. I really appreciate you guys listening to this podcast and dealing with my dumb ass, stupid stories and stuff like that. And hopefully if this helps anybody out there, that's awesome. I'm not just doing this to try to boast, but I am trying to get the word out because, we really work hard and I think we have an interesting, we have like an interesting thing going here with the way we all work together. And, Eddie has even said it before, it doesn't usually work like this. Like you put all these, heads together and, egos and all that stuff get in the way. And, I think we're like kind of all for one and one for all. I think we're just, making moves and we know that we got to work together. And really you are only as strong as your team. And that's the truth. If your team is whack and nobody works together, it's going to show. If your team's working together and you're all on the same page, then that's going to show too. And that's why I bust guys' balls for not training 100% or training full time with us and, going out there and competing anyways, because you're not really, sorry about that. I don't know what that was, but you're not really putting in the work, like everybody else. Like when we coach Grace and when we work with Thor and stuff, we're all on the same page. We all know the same, we all know that have the same mentality towards it. We all have the same lingo. We know what we're talking about. You could just say one thing and you know what's up. So, yeah, we're just going to go out there and let it fly. So again, thank you guys for your support. Watch Grace and Thor kill it this weekend. And I love you guys. So shout out to you. Get that quick hitter in. Check out shopfinishers.com. That has all of our gear up there. And yeah, I don't know. Just go out there and do you. Keep swinging, because honestly, you know, when I was out working construction, I never thought that I'd be going to Japan. And here we are. So Konichiwa, bitches. Peace. What's up, guys? Zach here from the Finishers Podcast and from this podcast, Zach's Corner Podcast. And this podcast is brought to you by our sponsor, The Grappler's Guide 3.0. Just go to thegrapplersguide.com. Check it out. Actually, instead of going to thegrapplersguide.com, you can go to me on Instagram at Zach Maslany. Click the link in my bio. Under there, there'll be a spot that says Grappler's Guide. If you click that link and go to the Grappler's Guide, you can get 30%. I've used the promo code Finishers too. You can get 30% off a lifetime membership, and I know there's some other deals with that too. So check out the Grappler's Guide. It's probably the largest grappling website that there is. Jason Scully, shout out to him. We filmed a bunch of videos on there. So if you're looking for the 10 Planet warm-ups, they're on there. If you're looking for, if you're like, dude, my open guard sucks ass, I need to figure some shit out, they're gonna give you some ideas right there. Back attacks program, turtle and crucifix program, truck program, arm lock series. If you do gi for some odd reason, they got shit on there. If you're like trying to wrist lock people and piss them off, they got that on there. They also have what I really like is the outside experts. Not only do you get our stuff, but you get Riley Bodycomb, Dan Koval, Aaron Millam, Craig Jones, Wilson Hayes, Travis Stevens. You want to get your judo up, we're going to be down there. Lachlan Giles. If you want to get your guillotine up, learn from Josh Hinger. So check out the Grappler's Guide. Use the promo code Finishers. Or like I said, go to Instagram, click the link in my bio, and then click where it says Grappler's Guide, use the promo code Finishers, and you're good to go. Get your learn on, motherfucker!
Hey, everybody. This is Paul Maslany, Zach's little brother. I am Zach's podcast producer for Zach's Corner. I produce podcasts for multiple shows. Anyone who's interested in starting their own podcast, producing a podcast, they need a podcast producer, they need someone to help them with audio for anything. I do a little bit of video production with it. We can get audio tracks and stuff up onto YouTube. You know, there's one-time deals. We could do hourly rates. I have packages. They're all custom built depending on what you want and what you need. I can help with one episode. I can help sign on for a whole season. It's whatever you're looking for. Maybe you just want me to show you how to do the basics and help you launch your podcast. Then you can take over and do everything on your own. Any of you who want to make recording a podcast a priority, I can show you how to do it yourself, help you get started. I could help you run it and produce it. If you want a professional quality podcast, I can get it up. I can get it online. Do your show notes. I can convert it to YouTube. I can get it on multiple platforms. There's other services are available as well. Reference the show notes for my email address to contact me